How's it going, everyone? It's Caleb Lumbert here, and today I have a package that I'm going to open up with you guys. It should have some Super Famicom games in it, and I'm not sure which package this is exactly. Get this note out of the way. Alright, so let's see what games... Okay, so this one has some Super Famicom and regular Famicom games. And this should be pretty cool. I've had pretty decent luck with the Super Famicom games. Not so decent luck with the regular Famicom. So far, I've tried 10 different Famicom games I picked up. 4 of them didn't work, 6 of them did, and I had to return 4. And I basically just swapped it out for another game. So hopefully these ones, though, will work, because the other ones I got were I actually bought in person. These ones I got online. So let's check it out and see what we got. And I'll have to test them after the video, and hopefully they'll all be good to go. I really hope that Famicom games in this work, because I was actually pretty excited for these. So let's take a look at the Famicom games first. So first things first, you have this one. This is okay something. I don't know how to say the name. It's like... I'm not even going to try to say the Japanese name. This is the original version of Chubby Cherub. This is what Chubby Cherub was in Japan. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And even if I could, I probably couldn't pronounce it correctly anyway. But the original Chubby Cherub was actually based off this like manga series that was like about this like yokai. So in the game, in the Japanese game, you actually play as that yokai instead of the weird cherub that we got over here. And this game, even though it is, you know, the Japanese version of Chubby Cherub, and technically it's the original version of Chubby Cherub, this version is a lot cheaper than the American version. The American version of Chubby Cherub costs about $100 from what I've seen. This version of it is about $7 or $8. So, yeah, I would rather play this version just because it's a lot cheaper. So, pick that up. I also got this. This is Gundam Z Hot Scramble. This is kind of an interesting game. So this is usually like, when you look at the levels, it has some side-scrolling levels, but then it will also go into first-person levels. And the first-person levels, you are basically like flying around, and there's like, you know, different types of, you know, mobile suits flying at you and stuff like that, and you're shooting them with your gun in first person. So it's kind of like, it has a first-person shooter type feel to it too, which is pretty cool considering, you know, this is an original Famicom game. The fact that they're able to do that is pretty cool. And it looks like it's in... And, you know, it's got some writing on it, but I actually don't really mind the writing too much. I know some people do. I don't really care that much, but it looks like it's not in too bad condition. It looks like hopefully it will work. So, like I said, I've had some mixed luck with Famicom games. Now, Super Famicom games, I haven't had any problems with so far, luckily. So, this is a Sailor Moon puzzle game. So, it's kind of like Tetris, if you think of like the way that the blocks fall and everything, but basically the whole point of this game is like when all the blocks of the same color are touching and you press one of those blocks, like you click one of the blocks, you have like a little mouse cursor that you go over and you can click on them. When you click on them, all the blocks that are the same color that are touching all pop at the same time. So the whole point is to try to make it so there are no blocks left on your side. So it's kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to playing this and checking it out. Sailor Moon's alright. I've seen a few episodes of it and I don't mind it too much. It's not, you know, super, you know, my thing or anything, but hey, you know what? The video game looks pretty good, so I'm excited to check out the video game. Next up is this guy right here. This is an SD Gundam game. This one, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but as far as I can remember, this is another, I think this is also a side-scrolling one, I want to say. I can't remember off the top of my head. This is one that I don't remember too much of. I looked it up. I looked all of these games up beforehand, but it's been a while since I looked them up, so I don't really remember what all of them are, but I'm pretty sure this one is just like a side-scrolling game. But I'll have to check it out. And if you guys want to see footage or reviews of these, you let me know, and I'll try to do some videos on these games if you're interested in them. But that's the Famicom games and the Super Famicom games that I picked up today. So I'm looking forward to checking all these out, and hopefully the Famicom games work just fine. Hopefully I don't have any issues with these ones. I don't know if it's just the Retron doesn't want to read certain ones or what it is, but I've had a lot of problems with those ones so far. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.